This episode is brought to you by Bumble. So, you want to find someone you're compatible with, specifically someone who's ready for a serious connection, totally open to having kids in the future, is a tall, rock-climbing Libra, and loves rom-coms with vegan pizzas on Tuesdays just as much as you do. Bumble knows that you know exactly what's right for you. So whatever it is you're looking for, Bumble's features can help you find it. Date now on Bumble.
The Bert Show. All
right, so let's start texting tutor for Wendy. Mm-hmm. Wendy is really concerned about her kids being over at another parent's home. She thinks that they give them too much freedom. Mm-hmm. They are 10 and they are 6. She feels like they should be supervised closer, and they're not. So we're going to text the other mom and just say, hey, this is a me thing, not a you thing, right?
Exactly. And it's not just another mom. This is her best friend. Their kids are close in age, so they're really good friends. So this is a little more than just navigating like a neighborhood mom or, you know, a mom that your kids, that they're in the same class. This is a little tighter. This is a little closer. So again, Wendy, you were willing to fall on this sword of being uncomfortable, not being uncomfortable, because we're never going to use that words, but just having a hard time coping with your kids going somewhere else because you're so overprotective, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give us a fake name to use for her for this.
You could call her Laura.
Okay, Laura. I was going to call her Bad Mom Betty, but then... Right, Laura is her name. Be like, hey, Laura, I've been thinking about your offer to have the kids spend the night, and I got to come clean.
Okay.
We good with that initial text?
You're just going to send that one?
I was just going to send that one.
Okay. It's a mystery text.
It is a mystery text.
All right.
Okay.
Send.
Okay.
I think when she texts back, what do you have to come clean about? Our next text should be, I slept with your husband.
Oh, Cassandra.
No, and then you immediately say, just kidding, my anxiety is too high to let the kids spend the night away from me.
It's a great theory. You just go over the top to where they totally freak out, and then the reality doesn't seem as bad.
Right.
It's great.
Okay, she wrote back. She said, hey, come clean about what?
Your bad parenting.
No. Okay. I want to be honest, because I don't want to do so much embellishment, because this is a real issue for other moms. You know what I mean? So I don't want to unfairly use this to our advantage. Does that make sense? I don't want to feel like I'm exploiting something.
No way. She's keeping her kids safe and her friendship safe.
All right.
Lying is okay in this situation.
But we're not lying. I do think, Wendy, you admit it. You're overprotective.
Yes, some would say that.
Okay.
But I don't think it's being overprotective. If you got a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old that's not being supervised when they're at somebody else's house, that's not overprotective.
But Bart's definition of supervision and my definition of supervision are two different things.
You're letting your 6-year-old run around the neighborhood unattended?
Not running around the neighborhood, but I would let them run around the yard.
Well, that's what Wendy said they're doing. They're running amok like hooligans.
78.
Amok.
Seriously. And I felt like we just traveled to Minnesota. A bunch of hooligans. All right. So be like, I'm struggling with my anxiety, period. I recognize I'm being overprotective, and it's something I'm working on. But until I get into a better headspace, I don't want my kids sleeping over somewhere else right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So read us back the text.
Okay. So I'm struggling with my anxiety. I recognize I'm being overprotective, and I am working on it. But until I get into a better headspace, I don't feel comfortable letting them spend the night away from home.
Just yet.
Just yet.
I would change home to me. Like drive it extra, away from me just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's, yep.
Okay.
All right, send that, please.
I don't say how you fight this, but I feel like I say that every time.
You say that every single texting
They
tutor.
always do.
Because you could have a friend that will think that, well, you know that I'm trustworthy, so we can get you over your anxiety knowing that your kids are in good hands and my care, even though she's the problem.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
She's going to, exactly. I'm your friend, they'll be safe. And that's when we just double down and say, like, I love you with all my heart. This is one of those irrational anxiety things that I can't overcome just yet. I think sometimes pointing out Even though when you have anxiety about these kinds of situations, the feeling is very real. There's also a part of your brain logically that can recognize that the behavior is irrational.
Yeah, you can't argue with feelings.
No. I mean, people do all the time.
Every day.
Maybe you can't argue when someone acknowledges that they are feeling irrational, but there's nothing they can do about it.
Well, let's see if that's true. We'll
We'll
find out in a couple of seconds if you can or not.
She's writing back. Okay, she just said, I understand, but letting your anxiety control you is not healthy or fair to you or the kids.
Here we go.
I think this is when we pull out, do you have the fake doctor card, or if you have a real one, this is something I'm talking over with my therapist. Everything is fine. I just need you to respect this.
Or does she say, because, I can feel the know-it-all digging in, right? What you're saying makes total sense to me, and then bringing in the doctor to the thing.
How about this? I love you and I appreciate the way you love me and care about my kids. Right now, as my friend, I need you to give me space so I can deal with this on my own.
I'm kind of pissed at her for saying it's unhealthy for the kids. Like, how dare you?
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Not having a sleepover at someone's house is not unhealthy for your children.
Yeah.
It's not.
Shut up, loser Laura.
Remember,
Lackadaisical loser Laura.
we have to remind ourselves this is a manufactured situation. Like, she doesn't really feel this way.
But
She's giving advice. We're getting upset that she's responding to our lie incorrectly.
Well,
it's not a full-blown lie. She does have anxiety.
Still valid, though.
and she thinks it's real. She's responding in a rude way.
Okay, so right now as my friend, I need you to give me space. So, sorry, I'm just nervous.
No, not space, time. I need you to give me time. Sorry.
Okay. Give me time to deal with this my own way.
I'm cool with
I
that.
think that's good.
Okay, I sent it. I appreciate you guys helping me with this. It has been bothering me for so long. It's like I'm finally dealing with it.
Look, you got to do what you got to do. These are your kids. I mean, if your kids go over there and you've had this in your gut and you haven't brought it up and something were to happen, even if it's something minor, I mean, you'd feel so bad. So don't feel awful about, even though you're not being 100 with her, you're doing what you got to do.
Right.
It's so hard to navigate differences in parenting styles with other people that you care about without somebody getting offended.
Yeah, it's hard enough to do with somebody inside your house that parents differently than you do, right?
You think?
She just sent me an article.
Oh, Jesus.
8 negative effects of overprotective parenting.
Wow.
I would have sent back an article of intrusive friendships.
Wow.
Okay, how about this? I really appreciate you trying to help me. I'm working through this with a qualified therapist. The kids not sleeping over at your house is not going to hurt them.
I don't like the opening line. Because you saying that you appreciate her helping her.
Keep sending more.
Exactly. I think we just got to say, like, I don't know how to phrase it, but something like, it doesn't matter to me what you think. This is what I'm going to do.
Wendy, we're going to zhuzh up what Cassie said just a little bit and be like, I'm working through this with a professional. And we're just going to say that because we are radio professionals, so we're not lying.
Okay.
I've been reassured my kids are healthy and fine, period. Please give me time, period.
I would be more forceful than you guys are being.
Okay.
I would be something to the effect of like, until I work this out fully, the kids won't be spending the night at anybody else's house.
Okay, we can do that. We can do all of it. We can say, I'm working through this with a professional, period. I've been assured they are healthy and fine.
Oh, no.
Until I work through this fully, the kids will not be spending the night at anybody else's house.
There you go.
Period.
Especially not yours.
Yeah, I mean, we're not asking for permission. We're not asking for her acceptance or her help even.
No.
I'm just surprised. If somebody told me this, I would just be like, okay, let me know what I can do.
Yep.
And sending me that article would have really pissed me off.
Right.
See why I need your help? Should I take out the please give me time?
Yes.
I feel like...
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
Okay, I'm doing it. Just send.
This is, I think, eventually going to be one of these things because it sounds to me like the friend is going to have to get the last word either way. Like, okay, that's fine. You don't want my help. If you want to hurt your kids, it's on you. Something like that.
God, it is so hard not to bite back, too.
I know, right?
You just gotta let them have it sometime.
Okay. Wow. Let me help you work through this. Yeah, I knew it. The ripple effect of this type of anxiety will have a lasting impact on children. I'm sure a therapist has mentioned that to you. Extreme boundaries like that feel like a punishment to them when they have done nothing wrong.
Wow.
So this is, now I'm mad.
Ready? I would just say, please stop. You're overstepping boundaries.
Period.
Stop. Forget about please now.
Stop. Period. You're overstepping boundaries.
And while we're talking about boundaries, why don't you try having some with your own kids?
Ooh!
Burn!
Okay, I'm going to send this.
I couldn't fathom sending that to one of my friends.
No way.
It's kind of interesting, though. I kind of wonder if she really has been thinking about this about you for a while. You know what I mean? Like the same way Wendy thinks about Laura, that Laura is too carefree and doesn't supervise them. I wonder if Laura has been thinking Wendy is too uptight.
And she's using this as the time to finally bring it up. You got a good point.
Because you guys just parent differently.
That's it.
Okay, she said, not my intention. Let me know when you want a friend.
See?
All right, that'll do.
Thank you.
That's it.
Just send thank you with a heart emoji.
That could have been sent several texts ago.
Okay, she just thumbs up it. Yeah, she gave me the thumbs up on it.
Okay. All right. Well, then there you go, Wendy.
We got it done.
Boundaries, what a beautiful thing.
I know, right?
Yeah. This will be a temporary boundary. I assure you that over the next week or two, she will follow back up with you. How you feeling about things? Can they spend the night? Blah, 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 blah. So enjoy the win now, but I don't think this is over.
Right. I think I'll just have to just keep coming back to stop your overstepping boundaries.
Yeah.
I mean, that's on this time, and I've never really stood up for myself like this with her or anyone. I'm always so afraid of like hurting people's feelings, but it ends up like hurting me more.
Yep. Yeah, do not feel bad about following your own parenting instinct. You have done nothing wrong here whatsoever.
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck with everything. And if she hits you back and you need our help, we are here for you.
Okay, I appreciate your help so much, you guys. Seriously, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Bert Show.